Welcome to our Business Owner's Guide videos. Section 9. Scaling and Growth. Growth is exciting, but risky. This section prepares you with questions about expansion, markets, product lines, and team growth strategies. 9.1 Expansion Planning. What criteria determine when to expand to new locations? How do you evaluate potential geographic markets? What infrastructure must be in place before expansion? How do you fund expansion without compromising current operations? What timeline is realistic for your expansion goals? How do you test expansion concepts before full commitment? What organizational structure supports multiple locations? How do you maintain consistent culture during expansion? What lessons from current operations inform expansion plans? How do you measure the success of expansion initiatives? 9.2 New Market Entry. What research determines the viability of new markets? How do you adapt your product offering for different markets? What regulatory considerations affect new market entry? How do you build brand awareness in new markets? What partnerships can accelerate market penetration? How do you recruit and train staff for new markets? What pricing strategies work best when entering new markets? How do you test demand before full market entry? What competitive analysis informs your entry strategy? How do you measure success in the first year of market entry? 9.3 Product Line Extensions. What criteria guide decisions about new product development? How do you gather customer input for product extensions? What process do you use to test new product concepts? How do you forecast demand for new products? What production or sourcing considerations affect new products? How do you budget for product development initiatives? What timeline is typical for your product development cycle? How do you train sales staff on new product offerings? What marketing strategies support new product launches? How do you measure the success of product line extensions? 9.4 Team Growth Strategies. How do you determine when to hire additional staff? What roles are most critical for your next growth phase? How do you create career advancement opportunities? What recruitment channels yield the best candidates? How do you maintain company culture while growing rapidly? What training programs help new employees become productive quickly? How do you structure teams as you grow? What leadership development prepares staff for management roles? How do you plan office space and facilities for team growth? What retention strategies keep valuable team members engaged? 9.5 Operational Efficiency Improvements. What processes could be standardized or streamlined? How do you identify and eliminate bottlenecks? What technology investments improve operational efficiency? How do you measure productivity across different departments? What continuous improvement methodologies do you employ? How do you engage employees in efficiency initiatives? What benchmarks help identify efficiency opportunities? How do you balance efficiency with quality and service? What cross-training increases team flexibility and efficiency? How do you document and share best practices across the organization? We have discussed the following: expansion planning, new market entry, product line extensions, team growth strategies, operational efficiency improvements. You've just completed Section 9, Scaling and Growth. To prepare thoroughly, make sure you also check Business Foundations, Sales Strategy, Product Management, Distribution Channels, Operations Management, Marketing and Customer Experience, Technology and Tools, Financial Health, Compliance and Risk. We use questions instead of answers because growth paths differ for every business. These preparation questions help you think critically about scaling sustainably and profitably.